Welcome to Brainstorm MTG. I'm ELD, and this is Fast Effect Double Speed Magic the Gathering. Now from ELD's Time Vault Games in Bellingham, Massachusetts. This was part of our first old school event. We will have another one coming up, I believe, May 18th. Check the Facebook page for that. We had a great start, and I've got some really cool stuff planned for the swag at these events. Of course, every ELD Open, we give away a pin to every participant, and the champion gets a custom leather playmat. That's all on top of paying out 100% of the entries as store credit to the players. So really can't beat that value, and I'm going to actually be doing some really cool stuff with the old school pins in particular, so keep an eye on the Facebook page for that. We're going to do something collectible that I think everybody's going to want in on. And here we've got Rich, Atog Lord online. You may have seen him play a lot of Vintage, big champion of that format, up against David on the deck, which has been significantly neutered. For those unfamiliar with old school, it's very similar to Vintage back in the day, with a few notable exceptions. One of them is that mana drain is restricted. So blue still may be the best color, but it's not as clear. Chaos Orb being flipped. Another difference in between this and Vintage is, of course, Chaos Orb, one of the most fun cards in the format. And we see that taking out Rich's Volcanic Island. Looked like it was a revised one, and he wisely kept the unlimited one in his hand, getting the next level up on David there. City of Brass adds Atog to the board, increasing some pressure. That's counteracted on the other side here with a Mishra's Factory. That just came into play, and this is a preemptive attack, or if he's tapping for mana. Looks like he's going to go ahead and take some damage. Just moving from the back ranks. Copper Tablet, and that's going to be chipping away at both players' life total during their upkeeps. Of course, it can be sacrificed to that Atog to get some extra damage in. And Rich decides to sacrifice it once Atog is targeted with Swords to Plowshares, recognizing he may need to stabilize a little bit versus this Mishra's Factory beatdown plan. A little hamstrung on mana. Rich does have a lot of explosive card drawing. Of course, Ancestral is going to be in any deck that can support it. But he also has Wheel of Fortune and Time Twister, hoping to draw into a fistful of Burn and Black Vices. Rapidly lower the opponent's life total, but the opposite's happening here right now. These factories getting some beats in, doing some work. And David very low on cards. A Lightning Bolt takes out one of them. And Rich playing the control route here so far. Not what his deck is designed to do. I believe we see Psyblast, another Copper Tablet. Lotus continually keeping David out of the Black Vice range. Standing up Factory, turning it sideways, and Rich taking 3 to Psyblast it. 2 off of Blast, 1 off of that City of Brass. Land for turn off the top and passing. Not how Rich drew it up. Strip Mine taking out the Volcanic Island, which not really going to need a lot of blue. I don't even know if he's running Mana Drain or Counterspell. I believe it's mostly just Burn or things that can turn into Atog food. Perhaps a JM Day Tome shown to the camera there. One of the... Oh, interesting choice to crack Lotus there. I don't know about that. Would have rather kept the Lotus up and tapped the lands. And there's some reasons to not do that, such as a first main Shatter, second main jam a spell that you no longer have a counter for. But he's drawing a card off of the tome. Up against Black Vice. Drawing more cards. Black Vice, I believe, putting downward pressure. The players not using our handy life totals. There's a lightning bolt with all of the damage from Copper Tablet, bolt, and actual finisher there. So DT from David for the win, which, to be fair, is often what happens in the deck when you do have Demonic Tutor. A lot of powerful effects there that you can grab. Mirror Universe, a very powerful one. Of course, Lightning Bolt, Fireball is a finisher in many games. So DT getting resolved in the deck, a very scary thing, and Rich's list doesn't seem like it has a lot of ways to say no. The playmat on the right-hand side here for David to go to the champion. I believe the winner of the playmat is going to be raffling that off. So take a look at our Facebook page. Once they decide what they're going to be doing with it, had a little conversation with them. They feel like they could do some good offering that up. First leather playmat that I made as you know, kind of my standalone projects here. The Old Gods is going to be the name of the upcoming accessories brand. The first Old Gods playmat I did for the Leaving a Legacy group. Of course, the podcast, very popular with the Legacy community. They were holding a tournament, doing some fundraising, and offered a playmat there, and it raised several $100s. I was very happy with both the response to the playmat and, of course, the amount of money we were able to raise for a very good cause.